Jordan Van Manen here with the Unemployed Entrepreneur, a weekly web series talking about my unemployment journey of starting online businesses and occasionally my issues with corporate America. Please like and subscribe. I would really appreciate that. Share with your friends and come back every week to see what I got going on. Welcome to all the other unemployed. Hey, just a little update of what I've been working on. Yesterday I was able to add 2 new suppliers to the porch swing store. Process is actually quite time consuming. A lot of the vendors give you an Excel file with the price lists, and you have to spend that time transferring that price list into a template in order to upload that to Shopify. A lot of times the photos that they give you are also not labeled correctly, whereas they don't associate with the UPC or the SKU that they've given all their products. So you either have to rename them one by one or use a batch renaming system, which I've done, which has worked out fairly well. There's still some issues here and there. Trying to get that stuff to upload, but it's just troubleshooting that. So if anyone's ever done any Spotify stuff, reach out to me if you have any questions. If you've never done any Spotify stuff, it's pretty interesting. I would definitely reach out to anybody else. I'm going to call the F them box out of my car. I think this box is for everybody who has, of course, gotten let go and decided to go off and do their own thing. And this is the box that I'm going to use to take all my excuses, to write them down, crumple them up, and throw them in the F them box. Because this is why I'm doing this. So if I don't want to work for someone again, I have to get past all my excuses and keep driving. It's a weekly meeting for entrepreneurism. They have a presenter every week that basically states what's going on in their business, how they made it to where they're at. So I'm excited to be here. Never had an opportunity to do this freely every single week. So this is an exciting first step in learning. Hey, good morning. As you can see, I got a haircut yesterday, so it's a lot better. It is 5:45 in the morning. I am headed to get to work today. So it's going to be a good day. Again, it's after 1 million cups yesterday. Listened to a really good speaker from Bloom Child Play Center. It's pretty amazing. She's only been open for a week, and she's essentially at max capacity for attendance there. So pretty remarkable what she's done in just that short amount of time. So it just kind of really goes to show that the people she has talking about her business is huge, which is moms. So this morning I was kind of thinking a little bit about my FM box, and kind of brought me back to a conversation I had with a friend a couple days ago about organisms and how businesses are run like them, or a human body. Essentially, the employees are similar to organ transplants, and that organ transplant in theory could be incredibly good for that human body, or that employee could be incredibly good for that human body, but the human body sometimes doesn't know what's good for it, or will do anything it can to eject a virus. And so if it feels like that employee is a virus, it'll reject that transplant, or it'll reject that virus and do everything it can to get rid of it, even if it means to hurt itself in some cases. So that's why these corporations tend to look down upon anyone doing something above and beyond or beyond the ordinary, because it's not what is good overall for the organization as a whole, in the opinion of that organization, which is totally fair. As a business owner myself, one day there's decisions that I've made that it was only going to be my way. And that same conversation I had with my friend is sometimes your vision for the organization or the people that you may be working with may outstrip what they want to do, and be a little bit farther than what they're dreaming of. So one of the things that I really thought of, and this just made me angry to my core, because I'm actively trying to use tools or find tools to make my job easier and more efficient based on how I work. And I was told multiple times, oh, you have the tools you need to succeed here. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure I do, but not to the level that I want to. This is what we've done for years, is probably another common theme you'll hear at a lot of bigger corporations. Like, you don't really need to reinvent this. Yeah, in many cases you don't. You don't need to reinvent it. But you can add some small tweaks here and there to just make things just that much better. And those are the kind of things that I was going for. But the things that I get to go for in my own business, I was working on a project uploading variants to the website. So let's say I buy this jacket in blue, it could come in red, right? So the issue that I was having on my website is I could only get it to upload each individual color as an individual product. So it created a ton of clutter on the website. So I finally figured it out on how to fix that issue. But in doing so, I was also working on another problem of copying, pasting descriptions from a supplier's website that came into cap-down tables, which this is the first time I've ever heard of cap-down tables, and I found a tool that I could go and download. I didn't have to talk to an IT department or get approval to use the tool. It's eventually going to cost me $39 one time, but that approval didn't need to go through, whereas in my old environment, I would have been told, oh, we've given you the tools to succeed here. I don't want you spending your time looking for those tools. It's like, you don't get it. I'm spending 1 to 2 hours now so I can save 1,000 hours later. For people who do these YouTube videos on a daily basis, because sometimes it's hard to think of what to say on these. You're curious as to what equipment I use. It's really not much. I'm using my Samsung phone. That's not a promotion of Samsung by any means. I love Samsung. I actually did used to work for them, full disclosure. But, the video quality on my SA Plus is amazing. Like, it's by far one of the best cameras you can get, and it works. So if you're one of those people out there who's like, okay, how do I just go and create a web series? What equipment should I use? You really don't need much. Just use your phone. It's simple.